Greetings, residents. How are you doing today? As fall sets upon us, I hope that you have some great plans for what looks like will be a nice weekend and coming week ahead. Remember, our parks are open, so come on out and enjoy the parks. A reminder to mark your calendars for our Carnival event. That's what we call Community Day this year. This will be at Schlott House Park, from October the 8th through Columbus Day the 11th. So every day 8, 9, 10, and 11. On the 8th, we won't start until in the evening. I think there's a bonfire scheduled at 6 o'clock. There is a bonfire, but I think it starts at 6 o'clock. There'll be rides that night, rides throughout the afternoon and evening on Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. Also, we will be, as I mentioned, having other events such as the parade on Saturday. If you haven't registered to participate in the parade, please do so. Also, there will be fireworks on Sunday night and a number of other events. And we will, for the various awards that we hand out for competitions like pie eating contest, I think best float, if there is a float this year, we'll be handing out gift cards. I think we have like 20 $50 gift cards for Meadowbrook. Meadowbrook is partnering, as you know, that's our fruit orchard and farm market that is right across from Schlott House Park. So please mark those dates, come on out and have a great time. There'll be a lot of things to do during our Carnival event. Today I want to just briefly talk about our economy and efforts here. The other day, one of our seniors was remarking, actually asking me about an intern program and what can be done to help their grandson get a job in Wappinger or in the area. So I gave some of the information that I'm about to share with you, and she thought, well, why don't you share this with the public? So that's what I'm going to do. As you know, Wappinger is one of the most populous towns in the county. We are a hub for a lot of activity, and we find a very diverse workforce mix within the county. Of course, within our town and then in the immediate vicinity within a couple of miles, in fact, we have microelectronics, life sciences, of course, high-tech manufacturing and distribution. We have hospital care, significant hospital care. Of course, there's education, especially higher education, tourism, and agriculture, to name a few of the things that we have in our town and very close by. As a result of the growth of this industry, especially before COVID and post-COVID, we are seeing our population grow. As I think many of you are aware, our population has grown to officially 28,500, give or take. Based on other information we have, we believe that since the census was taken, that the population has grown to around 30,000, which is the highest I think it has been in modern history, if not ever. A focus of mine and our town board and legislators, working very closely also with County Executive Mark Molinaro, has been on job creation, first and foremost during COVID, to preserve jobs the best we could, and coming out of COVID, certainly working with the county executive on a number of projects that have been designed and continue to be designed for job production, helping our people, helping our small businesses. Also, Senator Serino has been extremely proactive in doing the same, and her staff and herself have been working closely with my office and myself personally. Within our borders, and I'll just mention a few of the locations. Within our borders, we are seeing significant growth. One of our best light industry occupants here in the town is Hudson Valley Lighting. As some of you know, Hudson Valley Lighting is located on Airport Drive, and this facility distributes high-end lighting fixtures. They have, and they are in the process of further consolidating their U.S. operations into the town of Wappinger. And in fact, they are, building a second phase right now. Currently, that project is before our planning board. And of course, you all know that we have an airport, the county airport, within our boundaries. The county owns the land. But that airport is becoming much more dynamic. A lot of jobs are coming out of it. Lockheed Martin has a technology program, so does Associated Aircraft there. Associated Aircraft, by the way, is the company that maintains the Sikorsky S-76 helicopters. And also recently, myself, our board members, our legislators, and Joey Cavaccini, we attended the opening of the State University of New York and Dutchess County College for a new technology center, and also there's a hangar that's related to teaching technicians the aircraft industry jobs. We have also ground ready right now, working with the county again, a proposed new, I think it's $25 million airport hangar out at the airport. And there's been funding that has been dedicated for some further development. So, in working with the county and the state, we are pushing within our actual boundaries more economic development out in that area. Also, in order to further help that, and also to address a challenge that we have with respect to an old sewer processing plant, that's what we call Midpoint Park plant. We're working with the town of East Fishkill and federal state agencies to build out a new sewer pipeline project that will result in the decommissioning of that plant, taking pipeline up to Airport Drive, down 376 over to East Fishkill for processing at some location within one of the East Fishkill plants. Based on our analysis, that particular project will generate approximately 1,000 new jobs along the Route 376 corridor. So we're very excited about that. We're in the process of preparing for grant applications and other funding in order to defray the costs so that you, the taxpayers, don't have to worry about it. So very exciting. And there are a number of other projects, especially along Route 9, Alpine Commons. I'll have more to report on that. That's where BJ's is located. It looks like we are going to be moving ahead with the developers to create a new, to build it out in the sense that there's a lot of vacant space right now, how to further, develop that, space within the same, basically the same footprint that we currently have. On the town's southern border, this is along Fishkill and East Fishkill. We are, of course, seeing, thanks to the very strong united efforts of the region and the county, Amazon and Pepsi Frito-Lay building out their logistics facilities. And of course, Gap is proposing a $50 million expansion there. And currently, it already has a 3 million square foot facility. Over the years, the town has served as basically the bedroom community for a lot of the activity that's taking place in the I-Park. That's the along Route 84, where IBM used to be the sole tenant. Many of our residents used to work at that facility. That now has largely moved away from semiconductor, although Global Foundries and ON Semiconductor continue to be very active. They're building out more space. We're looking at, myself personally, one of my clients, looking at bringing them in to do semiconductor operations. So working very closely with East Fishkill and Fishkill supervisors. We see more jobs coming into this area as a result of coordinated efforts, very strong coordinated efforts amongst our 3 communities and the county. And I would like to shout out to Ron Hicks, who is the deputy county executive, one of the 2. And he's in charge of economic development and has worked very closely with our town and the businesses that are coming in here as they look at some level of incentives. On the town's border to the north, of course, we still have IBM, and they've opened their Global Quantum Computation Center. That was done in 2019, and in April completed a build out of around 60,000 square foot facility for the next generation of their System Z mainframes. And a team has also been working on their new Tellium processor. So the town is also working with the county on how we can benefit from that area. One of the more important areas I'll shift to is youth and youth jobs. This has been a core focus and discussion of myself and especially our county legislators, and of course Joey Cavaccini has been a key factor of that himself, recently graduating from Ketchum. But during the past 4 years, we've been working closely with the school, superintendent's office, particularly in the last 2 years. Dwight Bach, Dr. Dwight Bach, who is now the superintendent of schools, has been very proactive and supportive of the effort that we initiated, and now Fishkill and East Fishkill also are doing it, of student intern volunteers. We have a number of student interns from the school district here in Town Hall, working with our various departments at any one time. We are exploring with some of our businesses and the other supervisors nearby a VOTEC approach. Also, we are creating a program we hope for next year that will have an agricultural element to it, working with the school district, particularly as concerns a program that could take place in Carnwath, including a possible greenhouse out there. In addition, as I wrote in Southern Dutchess News not too long ago, we are involved with the county's Youth Opportunities Center. This is the new center that is just initiated and agreement signed transferring the old Poughkeepsie Y to the county. And this will be a new center from, for brick and mortar all the way up to actually classrooms and programs. And this is where the county will be, our monies will go into it, helping to train the young folks for job opportunities in various sectors. I've been working with the county and also Mayor Olson in Poughkeepsie on what I call a hub and spoke concept, whereby which we would have some activities down here in Carnwath. Now that we are really moving ahead on our Carnwath programs and what I call we're taking a brisk walk down the path to promise in Wappinger, to quote Marcus Molinaro. We will be having some programs as we develop especially the Reese Cultural Center, and we're looking at that as kind of an entrepreneurism for young folks, and also perhaps an innovation incubator hub as well down here in Southern Dutchess. So as I said before, we're not doing this alone. We've been getting monies. We've gotten $200,000 in a couple of grants from the county to help us roll that out in Carnwath with a new senior and community center. As you know, seniors and veterans, along with the youth, have been a major focus of mine, and we're proceeding with developing a plan for how to spend those grant monies out at Carnwath. So it's exciting, I think, an exciting approach that we are undertaking. And as I mentioned earlier, despite COVID, the county has a very aggressive program, and they are rolling out about $4.3 billion in Dutchess, providing opportunities for residents, strong support for youth activities. A number of our organizations have received grants already, ranging from the baseball, Little League, soccer, even the Sports Museum of Dutchess County have received grants thanks to our joint efforts, and especially thanks to our legislators. We have three folks representing Wappinger: Joey Cavazzini, Lisa Paoloni, and Donna Bolner. So if you see them, thank them as well for helping us obtain monies for our youth leagues and organizations. Last but not least, again, want to thank Marcus Molinaro for his strong support in this efforts. As I mentioned, Ron Hicks, who is Assistant County Executive, and especially our board. As you know, we've been able to manage our budget, our revenues, and the costs extremely well, and therefore it has enabled us to free up monies for our parks and facilities, such as Slaught House, which we renovated, put in a new roof, put in new siding, new doors. Carnwath, we're doing a similar thing. Mart's Field, we've done a fair amount of renovation. We'll be doing more. So that's going to continue under my administration, and we're very excited about the next phase. We'll be discussing some of that during our budget process in the next couple of months. So stay tuned. A lot of things doing to help our residents across the board, especially our young people, in obtaining jobs, or at least job opportunities in our town and immediate area. So until soon, please stay safe and remain well. Thank you.